Right now, at this exact moment, something is moving toward Earth. Invisible, silent, traveling through the darkness of space at unimaginable speed. Some of it is harmless. Some of it burns away before we ever notice, but not everything misses, and not everything gives us a warning. The truth is, Earth is constantly surrounded by objects moving through space. Asteroids, solar radiation, fragments of forgotten collisions. And sometimes, things scientists never expected to find. Every single day, our planet travels through a dangerous cosmic shooting gallery. Yet most of us never think about it. We wake up, go to work, check our phones, completely unaware that beyond Earth's atmosphere, the universe is constantly moving. And sometimes, it moves towards us. In 2013, people in Russia looked up and saw something terrifying. A bright object exploded over the city of Chelyabinsk. The shockwave shattered thousands of windows. Buildings were damaged. More than 1,000 people were injured. And here is the frightening part. Scientists barely saw it coming. It arrived from the direction of the sun, a blind spot. A reminder that even with modern technology, space still surprises us. But asteroids are only the beginning, because some threats are invisible. Some travel faster than anything we could stop, and some may already be moving toward Earth right now. The universe is beautiful, but it is not peaceful. And tonight, we begin asking a terrifying question. What exactly is coming toward Earth? NASA is constantly watching the sky. Not just casually, but continuously tracking thousands of objects moving near Earth. Asteroids, comets, fragments of ancient planetary collisions. Most of these objects will never come close to Earth. They pass safely. They disappear back into deep space. But some are different. Some are labeled by scientists as potentially hazardous objects, not because they are confirmed threats, but because their future paths are uncertain. One of the most well-known examples is Apophis, a massive asteroid that once caused global concern. At one point, early calculations suggested a possible risk of impact. It created fear in the scientific community. But later observations refined its trajectory, and today, we know it will safely pass Earth. However, the important lesson was not relief, it was awareness. Because before Apophis, we did not fully understand how many objects we were missing. Every single day, objects pass near Earth without early detection. Some are too small, some come from unexpected angles, some are hidden by distance and light conditions. And space does not give us complete visibility. We only track what we can detect in time. And that raises a deeper question. What else is moving near Earth that we have not seen yet? Not everything in space can be seen. That may sound impossible. After all, humanity has built some of the most advanced telescopes ever created. Machines powerful enough to observe distant galaxies, planets orbiting faraway stars, even light traveling for billions of years. And yet, there is still a dangerous problem much closer to home. We cannot see everything moving toward Earth. Some objects in space are incredibly dark. Instead of reflecting sunlight, they absorb it, blending almost perfectly into the darkness around them, like shadows moving through an endless black ocean. And because space itself is already dark, detecting these objects becomes incredibly difficult, especially if they are small, fast, or approaching from the wrong direction. But perhaps the most terrifying problem of all is something scientists call a blind spot. Many telescopes on Earth search the sky at night, scanning for dangerous asteroids, tracking movement, calculating paths. But there is one place they struggle to observe: the direction of the sun. Because sunlight overwhelms visibility, anything approaching from that direction can remain hidden until it is dangerously close. And this is not just theory. In 2013, the Chelyabinsk meteor that exploded over Russia arrived from near the sun's direction. Scientists barely detected it, not because they failed, but because seeing it in time was extremely difficult. Imagine something much larger, moving silently, invisible against darkness, heading toward Earth while humanity remains completely unaware. No warning, no preparation, just surprise. And this changes how we think about safety in space, because the truth is, we only know what we can detect, and the universe does not care about the limits of human observation. Somewhere in the darkness, something could already be moving, and we might not see it until it is too late.
When most people imagine a threat from space, they picture an asteroid, a giant rock crashing toward Earth, something dramatic, visible, terrifying. But some of the most dangerous threats in space cannot be seen at all. They arrive silently, invisible, and they come from something we trust every single day: the sun. To us, the sun feels calm, predictable, a source of warmth and life. But in reality, the sun is violent, constantly erupting with unimaginable energy. Massive explosions, known as solar flares, burst from its surface, releasing billions of tons of charged particles into space. Most of the time, Earth is protected. Our magnetic field shields us. The atmosphere absorbs much of the danger. But not every solar storm misses. And history has already shown us what can happen. In 1859, something extraordinary happened. A massive solar storm slammed into Earth. Known today as the Carrington Event. Telegraph systems around the world suddenly failed. Operators reported sparks shooting from machines. Some systems even continued functioning after being disconnected from power. And remember, this happened before electricity powered modern civilization, before satellites, before GPS, before the internet. Now imagine that same event happening today. Airplanes could lose navigation systems. Satellites could fail. Communication networks could collapse. Power grids across entire countries could shut down. Internet systems could go dark, not for minutes, possibly for days or even weeks. And perhaps the strangest part of all, there would be no explosion, no impact crater, no dramatic fireball in the sky. Just silence. Phones stop working. Lights disappear. The systems humanity depends on quietly failing. All because of something happening 93 million miles away. And scientists know one terrifying truth. The sun will erupt again. The only question is, when? Most objects moving through space belong to our solar system. Asteroids orbit the sun. Comets return on predictable paths. Planets move according to familiar rules. But occasionally, something arrives that does not belong here. Something from somewhere else. In 2017, astronomers observed an object unlike anything they had seen before. It was moving too fast. Its trajectory was unusual. And after careful study, scientists realized something astonishing. This object had come from another star system. Its name was ʻOumuamua, meaning messenger from afar. It entered our solar system unexpectedly, passed near the sun, and disappeared back into interstellar darkness. No warning, no second chance to study it, just a brief cosmic visit. And what made it even stranger was its shape. Unlike typical asteroids, it appeared unusually long and thin. Some scientists debated whether it behaved strangely, accelerating in unexpected ways, creating theories, questions, and mystery. No evidence suggested danger, but ʻOumuamua revealed something important. Space is not closed. Objects travel between stars, and sometimes they visit us, which raises an unsettling possibility. How many things have already passed near Earth without us ever noticing? Because somewhere out there, the universe is moving, and sometimes it sends visitors. When people think about threats from space, they usually imagine something natural. Asteroids, comets, solar storms. But one of the fastest growing dangers surrounding Earth was created by us. Right now, thousands of objects are orbiting our planet. Not functioning satellites, not active missions. Debris. Broken pieces of rockets, dead satellites, fragments left behind after decades of launches. Tiny pieces of metal traveling faster than a bullet at speeds exceeding 17,000 miles per hour. And in space, size does not always matter. Even something as small as a screw can destroy a satellite, damage a spacecraft, or trigger something much worse. Because every collision in orbit creates more debris, and more debris creates more chances for future collisions. Scientists call this possibility the Kessler syndrome, a chain reaction. One collision causes another, then another, until Earth's orbit becomes dangerously crowded, making satellite launches difficult, damaging communication systems, threatening GPS, internet networks, even future space exploration. The strange thing is, most people never think about it, because you cannot see it from Earth. There are no explosions in the sky, no warning sirens, just thousands of invisible objects quietly circling above us, and growing every year. Humanity once looked to space as the future, but now we may be slowly filling it with danger. Imagine this. Scientists discover an object heading toward Earth. Not small, not harmless, something large enough to change history. What happens next? Most people imagine immediate panic, emergency alerts, governments speaking publicly, the world reacting overnight. But reality would likely be slower, First would come uncertainty. Scientists would calculate trajectories, run simulations, double-check every number, because in science, accuracy matters. No one would want to announce danger too early. Then governments would be informed, space agencies would coordinate, discussions would begin. Could the object be redirected? Could missions be launched? Would there be enough time? And time would become the most valuable thing on Earth. Because the truth is, humanity has ideas for planetary defense. Scientists have already tested asteroid redirection technology. But success depends on one thing: preparation. And preparation depends on warning. The more time we have, the better our chances. But space does not negotiate. It moves forward, silent, cold, unstoppable. And if something large was already coming, humanity might face the hardest question in history. Can we stop it? Or are we simply watching the clock? Earth feels permanent, stable, predictable. Every morning, the sun rises. Life continues. We go to work, scroll through our phones, plan for tomorrow, completely unaware of how fragile everything really is. Because above us, the universe never stops moving. Asteroids pass, solar storms erupt, objects drift silently between stars, and thousands of human-made fragments circle Earth every second. Most of the time, nothing happens. Most of the time, we are safe. But in space, most of the time is not certainty. It is probability. And probability is not protection. The universe does not slow down. It does not ask permission. It simply moves. And Earth moves through it. Fragile, small, temporary. And somewhere out there, beyond everything we can see, something is already moving toward us. The only question is, will we see it in time? The universe is filled with mysteries, terrifying possibilities, and questions scientists still cannot answer. If space, science, and the unknown fascinate you, there is much more waiting to be discovered. Subscribe into the cosmos and explore the terrifying truths of the universe with us.